Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you. Today we're taking a look at the article here by Barnes.com, and the cryptocurrency is threatening the role of central banks. Why governments must go crypto. So very interesting title there for our article to start us off for today. We're going to be taking a look at the charts here in a second. So without further ado, let's go ahead and read this article here and get started with that intro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay up to date each and every single video that we make on this channel each and every single day. And don't forget, we keep our videos ad-free. So by helping support the channel and clicking some of those, or checking out some of those links in the description box, would be really grateful. We also have our private trading group page if you want to join us over there. We post everything inside of Discord. So once you join through the Patreon payment processor, make sure that you have a Discord username so that way you can view all of our private posts. All right, folks. So cryptocurrency is threatening the role of central banks. Why governments must go crypto. Most of us go to the Bahamas and the sun surf. Central bankers may be visiting for another reason, to check out the country's new digital currency, the sand dollar. The Bahamas is one of the 3 countries to launch a digital currency, along with China and Cambodia. Sand dollars are now loaded into mobile wallets of smartphones. To buy a beer, simply scan the QR code, more convenient than swiping a credit card or using a grubby dollar bill. Digital currencies aren't yet widespread, but a race is on to get them into circulation as battle lines harden between cryptocurrencies and standbys like the dollar. More than 85% of central banks are now investigating digital versions of their currencies, conducting experiments, and moving to plot programs, according to PwC. China is leading the change among major economies, pumping more than 300 million worth of digital remedy into the economy so far, ahead of the broader rollout expected next year. The European Central Bank, Bank of Japan, the Federal Reserve are investigating digital currencies. A Bitcoin may eventually be issued by the Bank of England. Sweden is lining up an e-Kora and might be the first cashless nation by 2023. Money already flows through electronic circuits around the globe, of course, but central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, would be a kind of new instrument similar to the digital token now circulating into private networks. People and businesses could transact in CBDCs through apps of digital wallets. Deposits in CBDCs would be a liability of central banks and may bear investment interest similar to deposits held in commercial banks. CBDCs may also be live and decentralized ledgers and could be programmed, tracked, and transferred globally more easily than existing systems. New cryptocurrencies and payment systems are raising pressure on central banks to develop their own digital versions. Bitcoin, while popular, isn't the main threat. It's highly unstable, more volatile in Venezuela than the Venezuela Bolivar. Many investors stocks it away rather than use it, and the underlying blockchain network is relatively slow. But the cryptocurrency market overall is gaining critical mass, worth $2.2 trillion in the total now, with half of that in Bitcoin. Central bankers are particularly concerned about the stablecoins, a kind of non-governmental digital token pegged to a fixed exchange rate to a currency. Stablecoins are gaining traction for both domestic and cross-border transactions, particularly in developing economies. Technology and financial companies aim to integrate stablecoins into their social media and e-commerce platforms. Central banks are looking at stablecoins the way the taxi union looks at Uber, as an interloper and threat, says Ron Gosby, global head of banks research at Citigroup. While many stablecoins are now circulating, the largest is Tether, with 51 billion in circulation versus 2.2 trillion for the dollar. The big one may be arriving sooner in Demi, a stablecoin backed by Facebook. Demi may be launched later this year in a plot program reaching Facebook's 1.8 billion daily users. It is also backed by Uber and other companies. The potentially rapid spread of Demi is raising the ante for central bankers. What really changed the debate is Facebook, says Tobilar, financial counselor at the International Monetary Fund. Demi would combine a stablecoin and payments platform into a vast user base around the world. That's potentially very powerful. Yeah, and so folks, we're going to leave it at that part of the article there, but we're starting to see the central banks start to come to adoption of and finally start to figure out that digital currencies are actually a wave of the future, and they're going to have to somehow adopt to this new asset class. And what better way to maybe make their own stable coin or maybe make their own cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of the older people inside of the cryptocurrency space also have said that we don't want to be backing bankers more or less or whatever. We're trying to get our money out of the fiat system and into the digital currency realm too as well. So if the bankers do try to sneak their way in there at all, are they going to get popularity from the people? Possibly not. That would just mean more centralization when it comes to these cryptocurrencies too as well. So we're obviously Bitcoin has the overall ethical factor of decentralization for the most part, and that's kind of where I think the central banks lack, is that decentralization aspect of them making their own digital currency. So folks, let's go ahead and jump on over into the charts and get started over there. I know that y'all find the charts very, very interesting, so let's take a look here at the charts. Bitcoin right now hovering right at about $57,400. Steadily climbing here, folks. So it does look like we are ready to break through some of our nice resistance levels for us too as well. As you can see on our candlestick patterns, we've already gotten our buy signal here on our daily chart as well. From MarketGod, we're starting to see our first sign of our lime green candle. And we have $60,000 sitting here at the blue line, ready to be possibly come up and retested once again. Let's see if we can actually hold support above it this time. That's going to be the big issue, is trying to find that support above $60,000. Looking at the daily chart with Market Cipher, which is one of our paid for indicators. There's a link in the description box below too if you want to pick it up with the 5% off discount code. This is Market Cipher by CryptoFace. Looking here at the daily chart, you can see that our momentum wave on our blue momentum wave is starting to push back up above our zero pivot point. We're starting to see that money flow start to move back to the upside here too as well. And our VWAP is steadily moving to the upside too. So all the signs are headed in the right direction, and it looks like it possibly could be remaining to the upside here too as well. I do also want to take note of the hash ribbons down here as well. This definitely looks like it's probably going to consolidate out to the side for a little bit longer. We're waiting for our buy signal, but what this tells me, folks, is that while we're pumping and we haven't gotten our buy signal on the hash ribbons yet, that this is the time you need to be dollar cost averaging into. Once we get this buy signal with the hash ribbons on the daily, it's game over, folks, and the rocket is going to leave the landing pad. So you want to make sure that you are consistently dollar cost averaging into some of your alts too as well. But let's just kind of zoom in here on Bitcoin and see what's happening on some of these lower time frames. Taking a look at the 12-hour, this was definitely a time frame we were keeping a close eye on too as well. We had this green resistance trend line above head here on our candlesticks. It looks like we have seen a little bit of a consolidation now, small rejection here, but still possibly wanting to get past above this trend line. We're going to need to see the volume flow back in with that move too as well. And then also looking at Market Cipher here on the 12-hour chart, we're starting to see our red money flow. Maybe you want to move back into that greenish area. Momentum waves are still steadily moving to the upside. We have VWAP that is moving out to the side as of right now too. So yeah, we're probably going to see our VWAP start to consolidate above this bullish zero pivot point and then also see the momentum waves probably continue to rally as well. Let's continue to kind of zoom in here just to get an idea of maybe some money flow starting to recover. So now I can already see that the money flow on our 6-hour chart too with Market Cipher is starting to push back to the upside here. And if we zoom in just a little bit more, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, folks. 4-hour chart here. Also, you can see that Market Cipher is definitely showing us that our red money flow is starting to move back into that greenish territory, and it does look like the recovery is imminent right now. All we're waiting for is to possibly break through some of these next resistance trend lines for us, such as the trend line on our 12-hour chart. So let's see if we can get a break above this. I would imagine we're going to probably break through this with a substantial amount of volume to the upside too as well, and probably come all the way up to retest that $60,000 area. And then if let's say we break through this, we get the $60,000 retest with Bitcoin, and hash ribbon signals us for a buy signal at $60,000. Well, I can guarantee you that we're probably headed up to 70,000 and possibly even 80,000, folks. That buy hash ribbon signal is a very powerful indicator for us to let us know that there's probably a substantial rally coming in the near term future. So we're going to be ready for that. I want you to stay up to date with us on that each and every single day, so to make sure that you can get the latest updates when it comes to our charts and the news too as well. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, folks. Hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated each and every single video that we make on this channel. And then also don't forget that we have our private trading group page. If we don't put out a video for a day or something, you can stay up to date with us 24/7 inside of our trading group page too as well. We post everything on Discord. We just use Patreon as a payment processor, so you want to make sure that you have a Discord username when you do join. If you want to pay with crypto, you can message me on Discord. And then folks, don't forget that we have a 5% off discount code for Market Cipher by CryptoFace. So if you want to get a hold of that, check the links in the description box below to help support the channel. And by all means, thank y'all for joining me on today's video. I will see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.